Oh my gosh. Hi, everyone. You're listening to the Totally 90s podcast. This is going to be a fantastic day. I got a little sidetracked by Steph's grunt. We
I
are
like to
your
grunt.
hosts. We are your hosts. I'm Justine, and
I'm Steph. What up, Nin?
oh, what is up? Everything is going dandy. How are you?
Everything's all peaches and cream over here as well. Maybe this good cup
Ooh.
of coffee I'm sipping on, just coffee solves everything.
Right.
I
Oh my God,
promise you
look
this
at
is coffee, not
you
wine.
have a
What?
kitty Hello Kitty cup,
hmm
and I have a cat cup.
Why are we two minds?
Right?
Two
Oh,
minds. Oh,
mm,
yeah.
nothing like a cup of
Oh,
Joe in the middle of the day.
Nin, where does that come from? Who's Joe?
I don't know. Who is Joe?
Hey, Joe, what do you
You
know?
know? Oh my gosh. We are cheese balls to the max. And now I'm wondering who is Cup of Joe? Where did that come from? Um, where did that saying come from?
Okay, let's see if Google says it. The Josephus Daniels theory. One of the most infamous decisions was to completely outlaw any alcohol on all naval bases, meaning that coffee was the strongest drink available to the sailors. Therefore, coffee was referred to as a cup of Joseph and eventually a cup of Joe. Look at that. Who would have thunk it?
Wow. Okay. Now we know. That's amazing.
Now we know
Interesting.
who Joe is.
A good old Joe. Thank you. Thank you,
All
Joe,
right.
because it's incredible. It's a pick me up and it's great. And you know what? Nine uh, this is all things 90s and people, you know what? I don't know, maybe I need to put a mat on my desk. It seems like no matter what I do,
You spill?
no, my phone always vibrates. I got to take it off vibrate. That's the problem. But anyways, um
That wouldn't be any fun.
right? 90s is very much like coffee was very infiltrated in the 90s.
Ooh, how so? What do you mean?
I feel like the 90s were that was when we gained our love for coffee. I mean, honestly, when we were little, we all had like cafe con leche,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but the iced coffees
Mm-hmm.
were a brand new thing.
Well, also Starbucks, because we weren't really paying for our cafe con leches. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Like all the Starbucks in the world, but like my dad makes the best cafe con leche. All it is milk, a little bit of Nescafe, a little
Mhm.
sugar, bada bing, bada boom. Okay. I will pay
Yum.
$1,000 for a cup of that right now. But
Okay.
as we got older, as we got our little jobs, and we were teens with jobs. That's
Mhm.
rare nowadays, but we had jobs.
Right?
And we were working girls. We wanted to buy our own stuff. And one of the stuff that one of the things we wanted to buy was coffee. It was the thing to do. It still is. I cannot start a shopping day without
Mhm.
my Starbies in my hand. Okay.
Right?
It's got that chokehold on my wallet and on my like taste buds. And back in
Well,
the day, it was a caramel macchiato for me. And you were what, a white mocha?
yes, it was a white mocha. Okay. Um, what was I gonna say? See,
That the
this is my
coffee is
life.
very 90s.
It is very nice, but it's something along the lines of what you were saying about coffee and what we were. What was a good point too.
It'll come
Crapola.
back.
Oh, is Kara as much of a coffee buff as you?
No, she loves coffee. She'll have one cup in the morning and
Mm-hmm.
it's half calf because
Mm-hmm.
she's my little princess in the peep. So if she has real caffeine, like towards like 10 a.m., like she's gonna be up that night. Whereas I am a senora and I can have coffee all day and I can end my evening, my night with a
Mm-hmm.
cup of joe, especially like
Oh,
at
of
a
course.
restaurant. I love
Mm-hmm.
after dinner having a good cup of coffee. Hello, you and me at Joseph Westlake with a cup of coffee at
Oh,
like 9:30 at night.
hello. Not just one, not just two, not just three.
Uh-huh.
It's like until that
Mm-hmm.
whole pot's done, you better be bringing it to our table.
Okay, like
Okay,
seriously,
Juan.
down to the last gulp. And at night we would
Yes.
be like this,
It didn't.
sleeping
You know what?
peacefully.
Does it affect you now? If you
No.
have it too, yeah, it doesn't affect me either. I still don't understand how. The only thing coffee does affect me, and it's, I could see the old age coming in,
Uh-oh.
is my anxiety.
No, I agree. And the same. If
If I
I
have too much.
like I'll start to feel a little like shaky and I'm like, oh, and
Hmm.
kind of clammy. It's like, okay, well, how many cups
Yeah,
did I have?
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little heart flutter. I'm like,
Yeah. A
what's
little
going on there?
palpy, little
I
palpies.
actually to where I actually had to call you one time, remember? Because
Yes.
I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
what am I experiencing? Because honestly, I now that I'm older and I realize, especially now with Presley, I realize what anxiety is. And I probably had it a lot when I was younger, but I just didn't know because neither of my parents had that. So, but now I'm more aware. But even if, I guess you could say within the last couple of years, 3 years, it's been a little bit more, especially just with everything with my dad and stuff. So I called Steph one day and was like, oh, I'm like, I don't know, like you have this urge to like cry, like you don't know what's going on. And like my heart was racing at times. And I was just like, and I was drinking a lot of coffee during that time.
Yeah.
It was like when I woke up, I'd have maybe a couple cups, and then in the afternoon, and then at night. And it's just like, oh, I love coffee, not
Yeah.
realizing the effects it can have on you.
And I'm sorry, I just pictured you shaking with a mug in each hand and your hair all disheveled. Maybe a
Okay.
cigarette hanging off your.
Yes, like this, wondering what the hell's going on. Okay. I'm like, help me here. I'm like shaking. It was ridiculous.
Oh my
It was because
God.
I was just like, what is this? I'm having a heart attack. It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot. But yeah, coffee, like we started when we were younger at a in high school, going to the
Yeah.
espresso bar over at Nordstrom, where,
Oh,
had some really good memories, had some crushes, and coffee. I remember my first coffee bought was there. Like, and I didn't
what
really
was
know what
it?
it was. And it was a iced, believe it, excuse me, it was like an iced vanilla iced latte.
I think I had the same thing.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I was like,
Lattes.
didn't really like it.
I mean, neither. It took a minute to like
Hmm.
find the groove, find the right like bean ratio. And
I
what's so
agree.
funny is that I'm very boring when it comes to my Starbucks orders. I just get an Americano. Now, if I go to restaurants and I'm like,
Hmm.
can I have a cup of coffee? All we have is Americano. Okay. But like the Americano doesn't taste the same in the
No, it
restaurants,
doesn't.
but something about Starbucks. And if I'm feeling
Hmm.
real kooky, I'll get a quad shot. Oh,
Dang, you're a badass.
it's so good to me, Neen. Oh my God. The other morning I was teaching my Zumba class and my mind was already in Starbucks ordering my Americano.
Wow. Does Kara understand that? Your
Yeah,
coffee love?
oh yeah, she brings me my first cup of the day and leaves it on my coffee warmer at my nightstand because I can't, if I open my eyes and there's no coffee there, I just don't know what to do with my life. Like I need
Oh
to
my
gulp
gosh.
it.
Okay. Hashtag spoiled.
I know, I know. It was in my wedding vows. Okay.
I'm still waiting for breakfast in bed one day. Wink, wink, Tony. Anyways, every Mother's Day, I always wait and hope that someone will bring me
Oh my
breakfast in
God,
bed.
stop it. I'm dead.
And it's like I've never gotten breakfast in bed
Mean.
ever. And
Come sleep over. Angel will do it
you
for
would
you.
you would think that Tony would do it because he's such a romantic and
Yeah,
he's
I'm
so
shocked.
like amazing, but I have never been woken up with breakfast in bed
Okay.
at
Well, I
all.
guarantee you that after this episode drops, you will be. Tony, get her
Okay.
some toast, dude.
Okay, for real. Hello. Because it's okay, real quick before we start and we introduce our topic. But one time I forgot to make Tony coffee in the morning, and because I assumed he already had some. So I just made myself some. And because we have our Nespresso machine. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
there, doo, doo, doo. I'm like, oh, it's so good. Right. And maybe a couple hours after, and I think I whipped myself up some toast because I thought he had already eaten because he was up way before me. Well, he
Yeah.
hadn't had coffee, nor did he have toast. And I think I made Presley some some toast, didn't offer him any, and he had a total brat attack. I was like,
Uh-oh.
what's wrong? And he's like, well, it just would have been nice if someone could have made me some coffee or offered. Seriously? Yeah, he could get a little bratty. So now I'm just like paranoid all the time. I'm like, you have coffee? Did you have coffee? Did you have coffee?
Oh my God. Well, he could have asked you. I would have thought the same
That's what I
thing.
said. I was like, well, I didn't know. I just assumed you had coffee because you were up way before me. No, it's waiting for you.
Okay, well, guess what? Neen's waiting for her breakfast in bed.
I love you, Tony. But I'm like, I really want that coffee. I mean, if not from him, I would assume Presley would have already done it because she goes way out for birthdays and part and everything and every other holiday. So you would think she would have already thought of that. But
I mean, did she not get to that episode yet in Full House?
that's what I was just gonna say. I was like, you didn't see it on Full House yet, but
Yeah,
she's
like,
seen the whole series. Obviously, she didn't take notes on that episode.
oh my God, I'm shocked.
But
This is brand new information.
yeah, I'm gonna to have them both listen to this episode while we're driving somewhere.
Okay, seriously.
Oh, but anyways, what are we gonna talk about today, Steph?
We're going to talk about the various breakfast foods that could be brought to somebody in bed
In the 90s.
in the 90s. No, we are going to talk about something that I feel like is unmatched again,
Mhm.
like many things in
Absolutely.
today's, like, seriously, the 90s have us beat. Okay. But today we're going to be talking about the popular trends that
Mhm.
defined music, pop culture,
Mhm.
fashion, you name it, it's there. And
Completely.
let's just open up the floor. Neen, what's a trend that you could do without that happened in the 90s?
Okay, so something that has come back and is in full effect, and I
Ooh.
loved them back in the day,
Oh, please.
were for me, they were a type of shoe.
The Delia slides.
Oh my God, no, but those are amazing. Okay, wait, you know what? Before I say that, the Delia's catalog.
Oh,
That was a trend in itself. And if you ask any 90s girl, because Tony's like, what's that? Um, I looked so forward to getting the mail for that only that one reason is to open that freaking catalog and look through it and see all the amazingness that I would want to buy, and I'd circle everything.
and everyone had straight hair parted in the
Mhm,
middle to their
mhm.
shoulders.
Yes.
Everyone had on the flared bell-bottomy pants.
Mhm.
Everyone had on the long sleeve fitted shirts that were blue.
Yes.
And everyone had the Steve Madden's the slides, and they were
Mhm. Oh,
platform. There was lots of
yes.
platform, but
Yeah.
what was the shoe that you were going to talk
Mine
about?
were Doc Martens.
Oh my God.
They were so hard to break
Oh
in,
my God.
and they're so
Could you
heavy.
break them in?
You
I
know
don't
what?
think they're breakable.
That's the thing is like once you wear them for a good couple months, they're pretty broken in and they're like one of the most comfiest shoes.
Oh,
But a lot
Neen,
of people don't give them a chance because
I couldn't.
yeah, because they
I
are
couldn't
so
last.
stiff and they're so
Yeah.
heavy. They're so heavy. But
Such
man,
a
a
cute
good
shoe.
freaking combat shoe, combat
Mm,
boot, or even just like, they had like the Mary Janes.
I loved a Mary Jane.
Yes, and I just, back in the day in the 90s, I don't know if they had that many colors like they do now cuz now the or the spread of Doc Martens that are out there is insane. And I would have
Yeah, hot
done
pink,
anything to
purple.
have yes, checkerboard. They had some
Yeah.
with like, smiley faces on them. Oh,
Flames. Yeah.
yes. Everything. Oh, and I Presley, it's funny, I want her to wear Doc Martens all the time. But yeah, she says the same thing is that they're not comfortable.
They're so not comfortable. My goodness. And
Mhm.
I feel like that's something that was very much a trend in the
Mhm.
90s is uncomfortable footwear. So
Yes.
like Doc Martens, amazing. They look amazing. They define 90s fashion for me.
Mhm.
Also,
Grunge,
the totally grunge fashion was absolutely huge. But before
Mhm.
we even talk about grunge fashion, do you remember those like penny loafers that had the chunky heel? Girl, I used to
Loved
love me
them. Oh
some.
my
I
gosh,
used to wear
yes.
them with my high school uniform, and I
Yes.
thought I was all that. I loved
Right?
those shoes.
Oh,
And
totally.
then the platform, we were very much a platform decade. Like
Mhm.
Baby Spice, but we didn't.
Uh-huh.
I didn't wear them that high. But like
Yeah.
those, Ginger
Hmm.
Spice type platform. But like like the
Hmm.
white shoe that was platformy with your baby
Uh,
doll dress.
yes. It was like a
See,
can, kind of like the ones I remember distinctively were like they were boots, but they were also like a penny loafer. And they
yes.
had they were like canvas. And then
Yes.
they had the rubber sole that was very chunky, and you
Yes.
could see like the threading of the bottom
Yeah.
of the sole.
Yeah, I
Oh,
had a pair that were white but with
yes.
lace, and I
Yes.
loved these
Mhm.
shoes. They were so cute. I mean, we're already tall, but
Mhm.
we threw these shoes on. We were like
Ugh,
tall as
tall.
hell. We were like 6 feet, but we
Thank
loved
you.
it. And then with like some cute little mini dresses or skirts. Oh my God,
Mhm.
absolutely loved it.
Ugh.
And the grunge fashion, yes, it was absolutely it was popular back in the
Mhm.
90s. You know what I mean?
It
Like it made a
was.
cameo in the Clueless movie when like the
Mhm.
guys are all like they look like they rolled out of bed. I agree. It
Right.
wasn't really my scene, except I did fall into it. I feel like we both kind of adapted when we would go to our concerts. We would wear our
Mhm.
cords.
Yes.
Maybe they were frayed at the bottoms, and we,
Mhm.
like, and we would wear those metal
Yes,
necklaces,
those, yeah, exactly.
but like we showered, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? We didn't have our hair greasy. It was a
Mm-mm.
thing and it was a statement. Okay.
Completely.
And another thing that I kind of liked in the 90s when it came to fashion, it was more like the baggy clothes, a
Mhm.
la TLC, like Janet
Yes.
Jackson. So like I loved wearing the super baggy jeans, not like where you saw my underwear. Why is that
Ugh.
still around? But
I know, and if people really knew where that came from and originated,
yes.
uh,
You want
peop
to tell the listeners in case they don't know because it's so fucking, oh, excuse me. Ah, beep. It's so disgusting. Go ahead.
so for all these, okay, let me get the correct jean, let's see, baggy pants, because that's where it started. These kids, it's, you should be able to walk,
Mhm.
okay? It comes from
And wear clean
prison.
underwear. Yes, exactly.
um,
Exactly.
so it originated in okay, so in prison is where it originated, where belts aren't allowed, while others say it was born out of improvisation since kids couldn't afford tailors. Huh, whatever.
Okay.
It, it originated in prison, and there ain't nothing cute about it. I don't
Nothing.
understand these boys that have to walk around, walk around,
Waka
rock,
waka.
walk
Mina.
around holding their crotch. Okay,
You look
because their pants,
stupid.
yeah, and I don't want to see your boxer briefs or boxers or whatever the freak you're wearing, things with skid marks and crap.
Exactly. Nobody wants to see it. And I can't believe that I saw that the other day, like in the city. I'm like, are you serious? This is still happening? Like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
yeah. But it's something that needs to go away. But like
Hmm.
the baggy clothing, I like more on women. So like I would wear like the baggy pants, and you wear the little crop top with the
Hmm.
big belt
Super
buckle,
cute.
those super cute canvas shoes we were talking about with the chunky heel,
Hmm.
maybe a flannel opened shirt on top. Like that was,
Hmm.
and then a choker or like a leather
Yes.
necklace. Like
Or
that
like the
was
flannel wrapped around your waist. Yeah.
exactly, that
Hmm.
was the look. Oh, I
It was.
absolutely loved it. Now, what I didn't really care for was the baggy pants with the baggy t-shirt on top. It just looked kind of like sloppy. It didn't look cute on the girls. I feel like the girls looked way cuter with the baggy pants, but like show
Hmm.
like,
The
your little
midriff.
crop,
Hmm.
like that look is
Exactly.
so cute. Like
Like Gwen
T-Boz from TLC.
Stefani. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like the skater look with the
Mhm.
really big shirts with the big,
I know,
and
it's
they
just,
weren't like your normal baggy pants. They were like
yeah.
those ones that were really wide leg to
Yeah.
where it kind of looks like, I don't know, it looked like a skirt.
Yeah.
Where, and it just was not cute.
No, not at all.
I don't even know
Ooh,
where that came from.
but you know what came out around that same time? Jean skirts, yes, but like the long jean
Oh
skirt with the
yes.
slit.
I was down with that.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh.
With some
Yes.
keds. Like, hey.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Or even like chunky, like clogs.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I was so down with the clog. I can't talk today, clog.
Oh no, I
Clog
loved
culture.
I
Oh,
had some really cute clogs that reminded me of Ace of Base. Like, do you remember
uh,
Payless shoes?
uh, hello. Oh my God. If only they were still open.
Right? Like they had some cute shoes. I remember I had some brown leather clogs and I had some black suede ones. I thought it was all
Mhm.
man, my mom kept me in the fashion. Oh, thank
Right?
you, mom. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. And you know what was wonderful about Payless, because that's a 90s store,
Oh yeah.
is the fact that you could go in there and get hella shoes. Like I remember going in there, and my mom would get me like 5 pairs of shoes because it's like
Yeah.
buy
Two
two,
for
get one
20.
free.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Uh-huh.
And it's just like, and it was funny because when the Payless moved into the millennium, okay,
Yeah.
somehow their prices did too, because
Yeah.
nothing was cheap anymore. And I'm like, really? Like
No.
these freaking shoes make your feet stink. Why are they so
Yeah.
expensive? The leather is not real.
Yeah, also the
They're
brand, like
plastic.
it's not like let me go get some like Steve Madden's then. This is insane.
Exactly. Yeah, I
Yeah.
ain't
I
down
don't
with it.
and I don't even remember when Payless shoe stores left. Like it kind of just went off into the night.
Exactly. I want to say though, it was pretty recent. I want to say like they closed their last store within the past 5 years.
Oh wow.
So, but they were like,
RIP.
it's kind of like Kmart. They were like
Yeah.
random in random areas, you know,
Oh my
like took them
God.
out of the metropolitan areas and kept them like in the cuts.
That's hilarious. No, no, no. What about starter jackets and windbreaker outfits, like
Oh my
jacket and
gosh.
windbreaker pants?
Yes. Oh my
I fell
God.
victim. I fell victim. I looked like I was gonna go skiing or brave a storm. Like,
Dang. I never had a parka. Is that what it's called? Parker?
are you talking about the
Parka?
starter jacket? Like
That's
the,
it. Yeah, I
yeah.
never had one of those. My mom wouldn't let me get one because she thought they were gang related. But windbreakers, oh my gosh.
Oh my
The
God.
pant, the whole suit.
No,
Okay.
and like you would go, like not us, but like it was a popular outfit to wear for a family portrait. Like mom,
Right?
dad, all the kids, the dog would wear windbreaker
Oh,
outfits and sunglasses that had like mirror lenses on them.
oh,
Like
yes.
90s to the
Oh my
max.
gosh. Speaking of sunglasses, okay, going to Claire's and getting like those purple sunglasses or the
Oh,
blue. I think you had a pair of blue
I
ones.
had the blue ones.
Yes, I
Mhm.
had the purple. Oh my
Oh,
gosh. Man,
oh,
Claire's
you know
Claire's was
what?
fire back then.
You just reminded me, I've never gotten over this, but in high school, when we were in jogging class, we were in the same, first of all, we were in jogging class.
Oh
Okay.
God, help us
So
all.
we were in the same class, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So freshman year, I had this super cute mini backpack because mini
Mhm.
backpacks were a thing in the 90s as
Completely.
well. So I
Mhm.
had a mini backpack that I used as my purse. And in it, I had those glasses and I had like some other stuff. And my uncle had got me a bunch of movie tickets for my
Mhm.
birthday, like a
Oh, I
whole
remember this
bunch.
story. Uh-huh.
Yes. I put my backpack down, which in a secure spot. I come back gone. My cute backpack, everything was gone. I was heartbroken and I'm still not over it. Like some
Yeah, for
trick stole my
real.
bag. Like, are
I
you kidding?
remember that. That was awful. Who does that?
Bullies.
Yeah, for real. Ugh, and you haven't did you ever have an inkling as to who might have done it?
No, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't even remember who was in my class. Like I just remember you, and I remember I hate running. Like I hate running with a
Yeah.
passion. And we
Yeah.
weren't running, we were jogging, but I hate it because I feel like my
Yeah.
boobs, like I'm just like,
Mhm.
oh,
I hated
so
running
I
too.
hate
Oh
it.
my
Oh,
God.
I don't get those people that love to run. It's like, wow, you're my idol.
I know, because I
How?
always wanted to be a girl that would be like, yeah, like Rachel in Friends,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and then just like, whew, no, whatever. But
No, we'd be
like,
like Phoebe.
yes, exactly. Yes. And it was so funny when I had my car accident and I had a doctor's note saying I couldn't run because of my leg, my stitches
Yes.
had just healed. No, you have to, or else you're gonna get an F. You won't pass your class.
So
So
what did you do,
so they
Mr.
told,
Beck?
he was like, you have to walk it, or just don't push yourself, but you have to finish it. Tell me why. So remember, we had our final at SF State at the
Yeah.
track. Tell me why. Um, everybody finished and I was the last person to cross the finish line. And there was a bunch of construction workers on the bleachers because they were fixing the the track. Tell me why when I finished, they all started clapping for me. How effing annoying and embarrassing. I was like, okay, if I didn't have this issue, I would have been, I felt like going up to them and saying, there's a reason why I couldn't finish. Okay. And I had to walk. It wasn't because, I was fat.
Oh my God, Nin, shut up.
I was so annoyed and so embarrassed. It was
I'm
like, I
so
hated Mr. Beck for
upset.
that. It was so pissed me off.
Wait, I'm
Ugh.
surprised your mom didn't roll up to the school and cuss them out
Oh no, she
beforehand.
did.
Like,
She even called and she told them, she was like, my daughter has a doctor's note, and they were like, you have to finish it. Oh, okay, like what's the big deal? Like I don't understand here. And Mr. Beck's like, no,
oh,
you have to. I was like, whatever. Whatever, fine. But I got there that when we got there that day, and I looked, and of course I was, because I was eyeing those construction workers, like, hey, okay. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. They're all on lunch and they're going to see me finish in last place. I
I'm
was the last
upset.
person. I was so embarrassed. So I
Did
was
you
like, oh,
hurt yourself?
no, because I was walking
Oh,
so slow. Everybody was wait. I'm surprised you don't remember waiting for me.
I don't remember. How
It
dare
took
I
me
not
like
walk it
45
with you?
minutes.
Oh my God, Nin.
I think it took me so long. Oh my
I don't
God.
remember this. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
wow.
Mhm.
I want to
Mhm.
hug you back then. Okay. Moving right along, because yeah,
Yes.
mini backpacks for sure.
Yeah.
What about scrunchies?
Oh, dang. They were big back then, scrunchies. And I'm not just saying like popular, they were huge.
They were humongous,
But dang, you know
huge.
what? I got so enlightened the other day about a scrunchie. And I don't know if you
What?
know this. You might because you're a TikToker.
What?
So one thing that irritates me when I wash my face.
Oh, the cuffs.
Yes.
Do you have those?
No. But
Nin.
oh my gosh, this is epic.
Mhm.
So, I mean, has this been around forever? Is this something
Mm-mm.
new?
It's new. And it's
Okay.
it's very much because I hate when I have water sliding down to my sleeves as well. So they created
Hmm.
this thing, and you could just go like this. It's like basically it's like a wrist, like a sweatband. You
Yes.
could probably just do that, but like someone thought to make it cute and look like a towel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very popular.
It is so
And
smart though, because I don't know about you, but when I wash my face,
oh
there
yeah.
is water all over the sink, all over the
Everywhere on the
side.
mirror, the
Yeah.
walls. Yeah, it's like
I'm
I had
like,
a
what
water
am
fight
I?
with a ghost.
Thank you. I'm like, what am I, a
Yeah.
bird? I just
Yeah.
like, I don't
Yeah.
understand. And
Oh
so
my
I'm
God.
like, wow, I haven't tried it out yet because I haven't purchased any of those, but I am. But scrunchies were huge back then. I can't really say I always had short hair, so I never really wore them. But I mean, did you wear them around your wrist?
Yeah, and I still have that habit. Well, now I have short hair, but like I have a habit of not a scrunchie, but I wear like a tie around my wrist. Not all the time because I don't like that, but like
Hmm.
when I work out or whatever, I have to make sure I have a freaking something. And I feel like that comes
Yeah.
from the 90s. Like I could
No,
just
no,
put it in
that's
my
true.
purse, but it's like
Exactly.
ingrained in me to have it. Now,
No, I
what
agree.
about what about those stupid slap bracelets?
Ugh.
Those
Well,
are bullying tools.
I was one that would, try them out in the line at Walgreens because they had them in that little like, tray right there right before you're going to buy something. But I never really purchased them because
Yeah.
for one, they were weird. I
Yeah.
mean, you know,
But everyone
I don't
loved
know.
them.
They did. And they had like slap wrist watches and everything. Yeah, they're not really my cup of tea. They were huge. It's kind of like how like fidget spinners are
Mm-hmm.
nowadays for kids, you know?
Totally. Totally.
A total trend. Another one is and it's something that both you and I enjoyed.
Oh
And
my
I didn't
God.
realize it was a trend, but then as I started looking into this,
Oh
it
shit.
was leather blazers.
Oh my God. Mm, go ahead.
So Steph and I, of course, as you know, a lot of our things as girls in the 90s transpired at the mall. And Steph and I had a crush. We called him the leather man, but his name was Sam. And he worked at a leather store, and he was this Arabic. Was he Arabic? I don't know. He was
Egyptian.
Egyptian. That was it. Dang. There was something so Rico Suave about this guy.
Oh, he was hot and he
He
knew
was
it.
tall, had dark hair, dark eyes, and just gorgeous, right?
Mm-hmm.
and he worked at the leather store.
Mm-hmm.
So Steph and I, of course, would pass by all the time because he would just chill in front of the store. And we were
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, and we ended up befriending him.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Mm-hmm.
bought our first leather jackets from him.
Oh,
And we were so excited to get because he had us fitted, remember?
he
We
was
went and he had
so,
a special
yes.
fitting.
Mean. I have a picture of us in these leather jackets because they weren't just blazers. They were
No.
to our almost to our knee. We look
Yeah, we were
good.
like freaking Shaft.
We looked, but like we looked so good. I'm sorry. I wish I still had, and it was good quality, like
Oh my gosh, yes.
because it
I'm
was
surprised I got
real.
rid of it. I don't even know where that
Yeah, I don't
is.
even know where mine is either. I mean, yeah,
And
I
and
loved
for
it.
our age, that was really high on our budget. That's like
Well,
buying
yeah,
like a fur coat, okay,
yeah,
for teenagers. Like we were,
yeah.
I'm amazed that we bought those.
No, and you know what? It's funny that you bring it up today because yesterday when we went to the store, one of the sales girls had on a leather blazer. I was like,
Wow.
yeah, and
Okay,
it looks
total
good.
90s vibe. See?
Yeah, I was
And we
like,
would wear them like jeans and our boots with like,
yeah, we look good.
and I think you wore like a turtleneck every now and then under it.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was a
just
big
like,
fan of
oh,
the turtlenecks.
oh yeah, why turtlenecks were big in the 90s
Yeah,
too.
they were
You
turtlenecks.
know, like
Yeah.
very J-Lo-ish, where it's just
Yeah,
like
hoops and
I'm
a ponytail.
yes, I remember you were that exactly. That's what I was gonna say with your hair slicked back, your hoops, and a turtleneck. You had like used to have like brown ones that you used to get at Learners.
Yeah. Oh
You
man.
got you had an
Oh.
array of those. It was amazing. I loved it.
I mean, remember I worked there, so like I basically
Yes.
worked there to get a discount so I could go shopping there.
Yeah, smart. You had all the good jobs to get discounts.
Heck yeah, Sam Goody.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Dang.
what about okay, and I feel like this is still prevalent because I have like 20 of them.
Mhm.
Fanny packs were huge in the 90s. And now they
Yes, they
call them
were.
belt bags. They call them belt bags now. I have like 17 Lululemon belt bags because
Really?
I don't wear them like a fanny. I wear them here. Like when I
Mhm.
walk the dogs and I have to run around, whatever. Lululemon has the best ones. They're so cute. They have, it's just perfect for like on the
They are
go.
cute. I've seen them actually. They're really and good quality.
Yeah,
Hey, why not?
good quality. And sometimes you just need your phone and keys and wallet. But like
Mhm.
back then, oh my God, people used to like rock the hell out of fanny packs and they were all neon colored. And I remember I was in Ross a couple weeks ago and I turn and I see these Fila
Oh,
fanny
dang.
packs,
Okay.
neon green. And I was like, whoa, Fila. And whoa, fanny
Dang.
pack, whoa, neon green. It was just hitting me from every angle, like 90s, 90s,
Oh my
90s. It
gosh.
was like insane throwback. Did you ever rock a
Wow.
fanny?
Back in the day when I was really young, maybe circa 90, 91, I
Yeah.
have a few pictures of myself with a fanny pack in Disneyland, but that's about it. And I'm
You
not a
know,
big fan of fanny packs myself, only because I have a big ass and it's just does not. I just can't. It's not that the thing won't fit around my butt. It's the fact that it rides up weird. And then my
yeah,
shirt's riding up in the back with the fanny pack
it's a whole to do.
strap.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it makes sense with the Lululemon one how you wear it like a side, what do you call
Yeah,
that?
like a
Like a
crossbody.
yeah, exactly. Which that I can go for. Now, someone who loves a good fanny pack is Tony.
Adorable.
Yeah. I think it's because The Rock loves
Does he
fanny
wear it
pack.
like a dad?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't say has he worn it? I bought him one once and I think he wore it to Disney. But I'm just not my mom loves a good fanny pack too. And some of them are really cute, like the ones that are kind of flat that lay
Yeah.
like on your belt.
Yeah.
Some of them, I mean, they've come a long way compared
Yeah,
to back in
no.
the day.
They're super cute and convenient. Like I,
Mhm.
I love a good fanny pack. No, and
Yes.
Annie got Angel one because Angel doesn't have any. And I remember she was like, no. And then she borrowed one of mine. She's like, wait a minute, this is convenient. And then a couple months later, Annie bought Angel one for Christmas or something. And it was this blue one. And she looks so cute
Mhm.
with it. She actually wears it crossbody, but on her back, like a little backpack. It's so
Oh, okay.
adorable.
That's
Yeah.
precious. I
It's
can't right
it's
now.
it's very no, I'm glad they're here. And you know what I wish was still here? It might be. It sometimes can be found in lotions as body glitter.
Oh,
Remember the roll on from Claire's? I would put it
okay.
on my makeup. I put it right here.
Yes.
Who did I
Okay.
think I was? Candy gonna go strip
Okay.
down at the local pub? The hell?
Candy. That's that's your alter ego. So Candy, I'm gonna remember the body glitter from Bath and Body, I believe it was, and
Uh-huh.
it was gold.
Uh-huh.
I could still remember the scent with
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, I mean, I must have been looking hella orange because I put so much on me.
Oh my God.
But it was everything.
So I remember that, but my favorite came from Claire's, and it was a purple like tubey thing
Wasn't it like a
and a
deodorant?
ball. Yeah, it looked like the liquid deodorant roller ball. It
Yes.
was a
Uh-huh.
roller ball. So
Mm-hmm.
whoever thought of roller ball glitter for your body is a
Genius.
genius. And it wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
dry weird. And
No.
we would wear it to concerts too.
Mm-hmm.
Bring
Yes.
it back. And you
Thank
know what?
you.
Bath and Body Works does have glitter in some of their lotions and body sprays. So like
Still?
there's still, yeah, because
Oh, okay.
I got a lotion and I didn't realize it was glitter. And I was like, oh, okay, throwback.
Okay. No, for real. I just bought at Sephora a 90s, oh God, a glitter eyeliner. Because I'm like, okay, I'm down with this. I'm gonna create my own new trend. 'Cause
Like,
I just love glitter. I
I
hate
do
playing
too.
with glitter, like real glitter, but I'm down for any type of makeup with glitter.
No, a lot of my Too Faced palettes have
Hmm.
glitter in them in the
I
eyeshadow.
love
So like
it.
I have fun like when I teach my classes, like I'll put like, my eyeshadow, I'll play with it. I'll put like the pink glitter. I love glitter. I love
Hmm.
glitter. I'm like you. I
Yes.
don't like to play with it, like, it makes a mess and
Yeah.
whatever, but I absolutely love it in lotions, roll-ons, eyeshadow, and I love that you got an eyeliner. That's awesome.
Yes. And it's Urban Decay, and they have so many. They have like a
Oh,
pink tin, a green, blue. Oh, it's
oh my God.
magnificent.
Nin, I was with you when I bought my black glitter eyeshadow from Urban Decay.
Oh, yes. Oh my
Remember?
gosh. I can't. Okay, so while we're on this whole like makeup thing, I want
Yeah.
to chat for a second about all of the freaking scents from the 90s, okay, from Bath and Body.
Cucumber melon.
Right? That
Freesia.
was, yes, Twilight Woods. Remember that one? Um,
Oh,
Country
cucumber.
Apple.
Oh God, country
Everybody
apple.
used
And then
everybody
there's
used to have that.
jasmine and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But cucumber melon for me was my jam.
Same here. That was mine. Or green tea. I don't know
Oh,
if they had that there, but they sold it at Walgreens, and the green tea um what is it?
are you
Perfume
gonna
was
say
amazing.
are I bought one recently at TJ Maxx, Elizabeth Arden's green
Yeah,
tea.
yeah, 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 that's mine.
I have it in my vanity right now because I love that smell to this day. Like I like to
Yes.
and at 9.99. If I see another one, I'll pick one up for you.
Yes.
It's timeless.
It is. And it's the kind of scent, no matter
Mhm.
where you are, like it'll take me back. Like my mom
And
just bought a soap, like a hand
yeah.
soap, and it's green tea.
Oh,
I wanted to rub it all over my body because it
it,
smelled the same.
it's delicious, and
Yes.
it's something that will never go out of style. Like country
Never.
apple, I could do without, but
Yeah,
like
thank you.
honeysuckle was
Oh,
my jam. So it was
yes,
cucumber
yes.
melon, but honeysuckle. And then when you wanted to feel sexy and a little bit naughty, you'd trot over to Victoria's Secret and get a love
Right?
spell or, you
Yes,
know,
exactly. And you felt like you were being risque, right?
yeah, yeah.
Another scent that I loved back in, I don't know if you remember me wearing sunflowers.
I was about to ask you. I can see the bottle. Oh, yes.
Yes. Oh my
Oh, Neen,
gosh.
what about me with my Senora
Yeah.
perfume? I loved Estee Lauder's Pleasures. That was my scent in high
Oh, and
school.
but you know what? You smelled so good. And you're one of
Thank
those
you.
people that like you're like your mom because wherever you went, like you left your scent.
Thank you. I hope
And I
it was a good
love
scent.
that.
Thank you.
Yes, no.
I'm paranoid about smelling bad. I you should
No.
see me in the morning because I'm like,
Mhm.
like my body spray collection and perfume is getting out of hand because I need to smell good at all times. Like hello, my father's Guillermo, like the man,
Mhm.
you hug him, you smell like
Oh
cologne
yeah.
for 5 hours. I
Oh, I
love
know,
it.
I love it. But it's not the kind of scent where it gives you a headache
No,
and you
not at
feel like you
all.
want to throw up. It
Oh,
smells so freaking good where you just like
yes.
want more. It's
Yes,
amazing.
and my mom
Mhm.
too. Like my parents have always smelled
Mhm.
amazing, and they always look like they're ready to go somewhere. Like, where are you going? Do you ever
Exactly.
hang out in pajamas? Like the other day, I went to go see my dad, and he
Uh-huh.
looked he was ready. Like, where are you
Aw.
going? Like it's
I
amazing. But
love
yeah,
it. I'm
and
telling
then
you. Mm-mm.
um another scent of mine was from the store The Gap.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Heaven. No, that Heavenly was
Heaven.
for no Heaven. Yeah,
Mhm.
from The Gap.
Heaven.
And
And then
then,
they had all those other ones like Rain,
yeah, delicious.
Smile or whatever.
Remember China Rain? That was my mom's jam.
Yes, I was
The
gonna say that
oil.
reminds me of your mom. Oh my
I can
gosh.
smell it
Does
right
she
now.
still use that? I
Yeah,
know.
she's still.
Yes, I was gonna say it's a distinct
Mm.
scent. Oh
Oh my God.
gosh.
Neen, what about Ginate, that big ass
I
bottle from Walgreens?
yes. I was gonna say Gina too. Oh my gosh. Dang, those were big back in the day.
No, and then
Oh,
like the wannabe like Bath and Body Works sprays, it was called Calgon, and it was
mm-hmm.
Take Me Away, or that
Yes.
I know that was
Yes,
their
that
saying,
was
but there was a blue bottle and it smelled clean as hell. Like,
yes. Yeah,
yum.
and you know who smelled like that, but she didn't use that. I'm sure it was Calgon, but it wasn't the good smelling one. There was another one that was kind of like powdery. Remember the lady at Joe's that used to do the announcements for
Yeah.
like, and she was like the maitre d' or whatever?
Yes.
She smelled like a powder puff.
Was
And
it
it
maybe she wore Love Baby Soft? Remember that
maybe, oh,
perfume?
remember
Baby Soft. It smelled
that?
like baby powder.
Yes. Oh my gosh, my mom, I think that was my first perfume that my mom bought
Oh,
me was Baby Soft and I thought that was like so big. Oh, and do you remember the deodorants like Teen Spirit?
of course.
Oh my goodness, they had so many good scents too. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
But
God.
you know another thing, hard candy. Remember that?
I mean, where do we begin? So, hard candy is the nail polish, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
But then
we
it
were
kind of
into
expanded.
it did that, yeah, but like I know this. So okay, they started nail polish, and we really were a fan of the pastels, the baby
Mm-hmm.
blues and the
Oh, yes.
lavenders.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was, and then we would get crazy and have metallic blue nail polish. I
Yes,
loved my metallic
exactly.
blue nail polish. I thought
Mm-hmm.
it was just so cool.
And it was so for me, what I remember you though always wearing was the brown one. The brown,
Yeah,
I don't think it was hard candy, but it was I think it was Wet and Wild. But
probably.
it was a brown nail polish that you would always wear, and it looks so pretty on your nails because you have the most amazing nails on earth. And I would just be like, "Oh my gosh, Steph has such pretty nails," and you always had that pretty brown. It was so perfectly done, and it just the way you used to like look in your cosmetic bag and like fiddle with all your like stuff and the sounds it would make, and like how you would put your makeup on. It was
Oh, and you
mesmerizing.
you totally brought me back to that moment.
Yes, and then you would like put on your eyeliner, right? And you always it's so
Always.
funny. You would always get it and then you would like use I think your I don't know if it was your
Yes, I
pinky or
still do
whatever. And yeah,
that.
and you would do that. And then you would then bring out like your
Revlon.
blush
Oh
and then you had
shit.
this brush
That looked
that
like
looked like it had been through war
I'm
and that it
still
was
like
like your
that.
mom's from the 70s.
Yes, I'm still like that. Neat. It's because the brushes, like when you get it to that point, like it comes out perfectly for me. So now whenever I buy a brush, I think of you because it's like, okay, I gotta get rid of this.
It was classic. Oh my god.
Oh,
I loved it. Oh my goodness. Like I'm telling you. And then like hair trends too. Remember it was big to put like tons of little like
streaks,
yes,
frosted
exactly. Oh
tips.
my yes. Oh my gosh. It was like high like chunky highlights or
Yes, Kelly Clarkson blonde right here, and then the boys had
yes.
spiky hair, and the
Mhm.
tips were
Frosted.
frosted.
Mhm.
Wait, did Sun-In come out in the 90s? Because why did I spray that in my hair?
You know, I know, right? Didn't we all have
Yeah, my
brassy
hair turned
hair?
orange.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I want to say it was big in the 80s, but in the 90s, because we were like, in 1990 we were how old? 9, I
Yeah.
think. 9.
Yeah.
And it was big because I remember going to Walgreens and trying to sneak it in my mom's cart all the time. And then I, of course, there was no sun in Daly City, so that meant my blow dryer was my best friend. And I'd just be there holding it and hoping it would change colors. And then all of a sudden my hair is looking all straw-like, you
Oh
know?
my God, me too. That was oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
Those were
Oh,
the simpler times. And then I gave my hair to you in high school
mhm.
and I never looked back. So no more
Yeah,
sun
that's
ins.
right. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Like all this stuff, like little tiny clips that we used to put in our hair.
Butterfly clips.
Yes, exactly.
No, and
Uh-huh.
chokers, Neen. I used to
Big
love a
time.
good choker, like the
Hmm.
lacy one, and
We
then
sure did. Remember with the
multiple.
jewel in the middle or the one
Yes.
that would dangle?
Yes. And
Hmm.
remember mood rings? Mood rings were huge.
Stop. Don't even get me started. And don't even get me started not only on mood rings, but the acrylic ones.
Oh,
The bubble ones.
yes.
Man, and those are like such 70s vibes. Like
Yeah, a
that was
lot of this
like,
was
yes.
mood rings because I feel
Yes.
like I wore my mood ring to your 70s themed birthday party too. Because
Mm-hmm.
it was very like peace and love and like
Yes.
lots of 70s things did find its way back into the 90s, like polyester, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like was really big.
Yes. Animal print was also really big in the 90s. A lot of cheetah or like
Yeah,
leopard, not leopard, zebra print.
yeah.
Um, but
Snakeskin.
also for me, I know it's not a favorite of yours, but for me, I loved a good flare leg.
No, I
I
loved
loved
Flair too.
I love bell bottoms.
Oh, bell bottoms. Yeah. See, I liked flare. Not the bell bottoms were like, I couldn't pull it off. You could though. I couldn't pull it off, but I did like flare jeans. I liked that it was tight and then it flared out a
Yes.
little. Like I
Hmm.
kind of miss it. I'm not gonna
Hmm.
lie. I thought it was so cute, but all
Yeah.
right. But so
Ugh,
many things are making a comeback nowadays.
they are.
And then remember big headbands, like the
Hmm.
cloth kind? They were
Yes.
huge.
They were huge. They were very like and I'm sure we sported them a
Oh
lot.
yeah, like we were
Hmm.
looking, we're gonna go play some volleyball, but we were just like repping it, and they won't stay put.
I
So
know.
it's funny because we're in that Rihanna performance. We have to wear white headbands.
Hmm.
Mine's gonna fly right off. Like it's not gonna stay put.
Is it
But
an actual headband or is it like a sweatband? Not a sweatband, but like the material kind.
the material, it's like cloth.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know, maybe bobby pins or something because like the dancers did wear that in the hood.
Hmm.
Oh God, but like that was it never can my head keep it's weirdly shaped because nothing, even my spa headbands, it'll pop off. I'm like, it's so irritated. But
Oh man.
and then baby doll dresses.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Baby doll dresses they were amazing. And Clueless, thank you, Clueless, for really making them
Ah,
really
clueless.
popular. And I'll honestly, I love a good baby doll, and I wish I was more brave back then to wear them because they were adorable with the little cute little
I
top
loved,
underneath.
yeah,
Because
I
those were
loved
freaking
it.
popular in the Delia catalogs, like
Oh
big time.
yeah. And then also I know we're on fashion still, but like there's just
Mhm.
so many. The denim on denim, people like, okay, so I say denim on
Yeah,
denim, of course, Brittany and Justin come to mind. I could have done without the denim on denim,
same here.
But I did okay. I kind of liked the adult jellies in the 90s. I had a pair of black
Yes.
ones. I liked them.
Yes. You know what? I just love they're not a comfortable shoe. They're not the type of shoe you want to wear on a hot day.
Yeah, no.
But I do like jellies. I think they're adorable and they're cute. You remember they were black. They had man, back in our day they had black, they had the gray with like sparkles in them and
Yeah.
gosh, I forgot about that. And then they even try to get even bigger and they had like platform ones.
Uh-huh. Exactly. They were like mine had a little heel on them, but they were thick. I
Mhm.
liked those. But then what about pedal pushers, like capris that were all the way to the and
Mhm.
what were the palazzo pants?
Oh, oh my gosh, stop it. Palazzo pants, yes, to wear, and they were like capris, but they
Yeah,
were so it kind of looked when you had your legs together like it was a skirt.
exactly. Oh, for the love, my God. I mean,
Right?
just so much. And then Tie-dye came
Oh,
back.
yeah,
Bindies.
Bindies. Yes, I'm pretty sure we told that story in the beginning of one of our episodes, but yeah, we were all for Bindies big time. Also, like bandanas were huge.
Yeah,
I used to remember, didn't you wear one around your wrist?
I hope not.
I think used to put one around your wrist.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. Oh my God. Segueing along from that embarrassing moment, yin yang jewelry.
Oh, stop it. Yes, I was so there for that. I
Yeah.
loved yin yang. I think we even had like a best friend charm where you were either the yin or I was the
Yes.
yang or
Yeah.
Mhm. And that was a trend too, was like best friend stuff, like best friend
Yeah.
necklaces and like,
Yeah. The
having uh-huh.
bracelets.
Oh,
Oh, that was so
so
cute.
cool. Like, and another thing too is like Gwen Stefani started like with her hair. Remember those buns? Like space
Yeah.
buns?
Oh,
Like
yes.
she always used to wear her hair like that or tons of little buns all over her
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
She
I didn't
started a
like
lot
that.
of and me neither. She started a lot of those trends though. It was really popular back then in the day. Hello. Back in the
Yeah.
day to like bleach your hair. A lot of people were bleaching, like you said,
Yes.
highlights, frosting, the tips and everything. What else? God, there's
Well,
many.
no. And then I know there's
Timberlands.
more. Yeah. Tim's. And then
Mhm.
like Asian inspired, like kimono like dresses,
Mhm.
like the fitted ones.
Yes.
Um, but do you remember Tamagotchis?
Yes, I never had one, but did you?
Yes.
Oh, you had one? Oh,
I
how
had a little
cool.
Tamagotchi and you had to make sure to feed it and you carried it around with you. Like looking back, I'm like, wow, that's so like that thing was like
Mhm.
I had it with me. I mean, of course it died because you forget, but Tamagotchis were like really big back in the day. And also those the furniture that looked like balloons, blow up furniture.
Yes, I that's actually on my list. Blow up furniture, big time. And I had a few. I had a little
Yeah.
seat that was, that I put on the beside my bed. And actually, I must say it was kind of comfy.
Did you have a lava lamp next to it?
Of course. Hello.
Love.
Lava is my middle name. I love lava lamps. I
I do
could have
too.
like tons.
But no, and they're so pretty. Like I want to get one for down here, like for my desk area, because I think they're
Mhm.
really cool. So
Oh,
like
totally.
I hope
I'm
they're still
down.
around because I could
Yes.
do with a pink one.
Okay, for real.
Mhm.
Presley bought me one for Christmas a couple years ago, but it broke. Made me sad.
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
I
you need to get
know.
another one. Good job, Pretz. But what about
Right?
okay, so like the inflatable furniture and stuff, they would release some that were like clear as well. So like people were
Mm-hmm.
into clear things, and I'm seeing that make
Yes.
a comeback. So like there was the clear telephone, so you could see the mechanisms inside, and all the things in the
Mm-hmm.
phone were like bright colors. So
Mm-hmm.
now because of like regulations and concerts,
Right.
you have to either bring a tiny purse, no purse, or if the purse you bring is bigger than that, it has to be clear. So like the clear thing is back. I feel like that's a nod to the 90s
Oh,
because it was
totally.
huge back then.
I'm telling you, I told you about that time I got stuck at a freaking the train stop, and I thought it would be cool to have a clear purse.
Yeah.
Not a good idea when you have all your rent money in there.
Oh God.
And I got off the train because I fell asleep. I got off on the wrong stop and I didn't know where I was. And there was like right before King Street. I can't, and it was right by where you used to live.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember whatever
In
that
the
area
dog patch.
where the Muni station is, right there. And it's so dark. I didn't know where I was. And there I am, this, girl with her clear ass purse with her all, you could see everything in it. You could see my wallet, you could see everything. But I just love I love clear purses. And Clueless had that like around that time, like clear backpacks, and
Yeah.
it was just like a thing. And I don't know, something about clear purses. I like the sound of it. I just
Yeah.
you know how we
Uh,
are. Remember another thing that was big was oh gosh, now I just had it. Now I forgot. What was it? Uh, oh, gosh, gosh, what kind of, I think it was a shoe. Now I can't remember. I forgot. I'm always forgetting stuff. This is ridiculous. Biker shorts were big. I know that.
Totally,
And those are
totally.
coming
Bike.
back. You wear biker shorts a lot
I
now,
have
don't
a lot
you?
of biker shorts. Yes, I do. I'm a fan.
How about rollerblades? Did you ever
Oh,
rollerblade?
no, I don't have the coordination for it. I just don't trust myself on it, and you need to trust and
Yeah.
balance. And I just didn't have it. I don't like to ice skate either. I just don't like that you have to
Yeah, I don't like ice
confide
skating.
in like there's what is that? It's all straight. There's no
Mm-hmm.
But I used to love roller skating when I was little, but as
Mm-hmm.
an adult, I can't imagine getting on a pair of roller skates
Yeah, me
either
neither.
because it was so high up and
Mm-hmm.
and we're so tall already.
Yeah.
So we would have a long way to fall.
That's for sure. And it ain't good for these 40-year-old hips. Okay.
No.
And that's funny you say that because one of the moms that of Presley's friends had said, we need to go to a skating rink, blah, blah, blah. Cause it's coming back. Like that's where all the
Oh, I
parties were
know.
back in the day.
There was a
And
huge party that Angel just went to. I did not go. It was in
really,
City Hall. One of her friends had a birthday party and they decked out like costumes and everything and roller skating to like bomb ass music. The concept sounds fun.
mm-hmm. Oh,
Can't imagine.
totally. No,
No.
I mean that's like a hidden obsession I have like online is watching people roller skate, like those videos, and I just like am
Yeah.
like in a daze. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're amazing. And part of me would love to do that, but my ankle's like, hell no, you're not. Because
Mm-mm.
I'd end up in the hospital for sure. But rollerblading, I liked. Skating, I love too. I used to love that. I used to do that when I was little, but the problem was I never knew how to stop.
Right.
So I would just throw myself on the grass.
Yeah, no, I
I
agree.
had no
That's how I
clue how
would
to
stop too.
stop.
No,
Mhm.
that you're not alone.
Yeah.
Um, One thing that was really huge in the 90s that it would come out in the form of like dance trends, which today there's dance trends as well. But
Mhm.
we were talking about in our TV episode, there was the Carlton, and then
Right.
there was like the Running Man and the Cabbage
Mhm.
Patch and the
Oh, I
Kid
know where
and
you're going.
Play, Macarena.
Okay.
Remember my King's
Oh my gosh. Yes, I was just gonna say it reminds me of your birthday party. Dang, we
Oh
were up
my
there
god.
for hours doing that dance.
We were up all night. The DJ was like, oh, but so like 90s dance trends, they're just amazing. And the
Hmm.
snake. But
Yes. The kid in
also
play.
the Kid and Play. I still, whenever I do a
Mhm.
freestyle in my class, I revert to 90s dance
Hell
moves.
yeah. You
But
better.
what about the blossom hats? Because
Yes,
I
like the
loved a
bucket
good
hats, right?
blossom hat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those were amazing. And also, I never fell victim, I don't think, or maybe they just never were able to accomplish it on my head. The popular haircut, the Rachel.
Oh, I had the Rachel. I did. I was probably way too young to have the Rachel, but I remember taking that to Herbert Braun over in Stonestown and being like, I want this.
Oh my God, you're so cute. I need to see a picture like yesterday.
Yeah, it's funny, and I don't know if your pictures are like that, but for me, every single year I had a different haircut.
I wish I could say the same for me. But first through eighth, I was featured with my bangs the
Hmm.
whole time. No, kindergarten through eighth grade, I had my bangs. Okay.
Hmm.
And half of that was spent with the Dora the Explorer haircut.
Yes,
Okay.
oh, the good old Dora.
So I had that in high school. I successfully got away from my mother's scissors and I had long hair. And then you cut it into the Valerie Malone, which I loved.
Hmm. Love
But I
that.
pretty much had long. No, I don't. My pictures were very much why are my bangs crooked?
Oh,
Um,
funny.
but yeah, that was funny. What about light as a feather, stiff as a board?
Oh my gosh, light as a feather.
90s slumber parties where we would sit
Oh,
around trying to lift a fellow
yeah,
friend
I
with the
was gonna say, I was
fingers.
like, that reminds me of
The
90210.
craft.
Yes, that's what it is. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Dang.
And what's so funny is I don't want to go too dark because actually you're going to hear it on a totally, excuse me, not totally, but the
Hmm.
90s crime talk
Hmm.
episode. The 90s, like we said, is like very grunge, but it was also
Hmm.
very much about the occult and very
Yeah.
like dark. And the movie The Craft came out, and then
Mm-hmm.
also Marilyn Manson. And so people were into like the black lipstick and,
Mm-hmm.
playing light as a feather, stiff it as a board, reading
Yes.
witchcraft books, trying to do
Mm-hmm.
spells. Then oftentimes it would go kind of like way, way, way to the extreme of like sacrificing, animals and humans.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a turn, and we'll talk more about that in the upcoming true crime episode. But that was
Yeah.
pretty big. I mean, my
No,
mom
for real.
refused to let me listen to Marilyn Manson. I would have to sneak it because I loved The
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful People and Sweet
Yes.
Dreams.
But it's funny when I look at him now,
Oh
he
yeah.
scares me.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously there's a lot of things that he's been accused of.
Yeah.
But he's really good friends, and I follow her on Instagram of oh gosh, that tattoo artist. What's her name?
Kat Von D.
Kat Von D. They're really good friends. And so I was watching a video of her where she was having a birthday party or something, and they span, the room, and you see all her guests, and all of a sudden there's Marilyn Manson. I'm like, it's just it's just one of those things where, I mean, and he wasn't even wearing makeup, and it's still
Yeah.
shocking.
Yeah. Now, do you tie it into what you know about him, like the stuff that's come out, or is it just because he was so like he played into the whole demonic thing?
Hmm.
Like I couldn't watch his music videos if I was home alone.
Yeah, same here. Like you said, like Beautiful People, all that stuff, like some of the hits that he had, I was like, okay, they were catchy. It was kind of like Rob Zombie, same concept where his music, it scared me. Like the videos, because they were very, like, their appearance was kind of, it was striking, right? And not a good way.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, I just can't. I don't know. There's something about it. It feels wrong. And for some reason, even more so now that I'm older and I'm not really into that, it just feels wrong to me. And I
I
feel like if I listen to it, I'm going to get in trouble.
No, no, I'm with you. There's some things that he's done on stage that I
Mhm.
heard about that it just makes me feel very uncomfortable. Didn't he
Mhm.
like, yeah, someone used to have someone throw up on them.
Yes, and I think
Who
that was
was
him.
that?
I think that was him. I don't know who the girl was, but I believe that was him. It was either that or, yeah, it was something very gross.
Yeah, and
But
just
he
like,
pushed the envelope. Like, I want to say he was kind of like the Ozzy Osbourne of our time, in the sense where he pushed the envelope of what he did on stage. And like, he definitely had a cult
oh,
following.
mean. You know what?
Huh.
Ugh. It was Lady Gaga that I'm thinking about. And I hate that because
Oh.
I love Lady Gaga. Because see, she also,
She went to his concert and that happened?
no, no,
Or
no.
wait.
Lady Gaga during one of her performances. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about when I'm picturing the woman. Like she would come up to her, stick her, like do all that to do that onto Lady Gaga. But several
Really?
people, yeah, I don't know how many times she's done it. I mean, hopefully
Oh.
only once.
Yeah.
I really hope it was only once,
Wait, is
but
that something that Lady Gaga liked?
I think she was trying to get because she was very much about, kind of Marilyn Manson-esque,
Mm-hmm.
get a rise. I don't know if it had something to do with her song, but that's who I'm thinking about.
Hmm. Wow, I have never heard that in my life.
And it was a
Wow.
long time ago. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. 4 times she's had that happen. So,
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't
After this, I'm
know.
gonna go read up on it. That's
Yeah, you need
insane.
to, it's just this, it's awful. But Marilyn Manson used to do it way worse. Not that this is
Yes.
anything nice, but yeah. So, anyways, moving right along, Marilyn Manson still scares me.
Yeah,
But he
he
was very
does.
popular and
Hmm.
ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one of the trends I feel, though, that were big in the 90s is just, and we talked about this in one of our first episodes, was just the music.
Mhm.
Alternative grunge music was, I guess you could say, a trend, because it seems like after the 90s, it slowly just kind of stopped. And I know, like, the groups are still around and they still have music that comes out here and there, but they're not as popular as like it's not catching on like it did before. Like, back in the day there was Limp Bizkit and like Marilyn Manson or Korn and all these,
Mhm.
big, Nirvana, Silverchair, Incubus, like all these good, I mean, gosh,
Yes.
those were the days, right? And
Yeah.
all of that, with that came really good fashion for, I mean, not, I mean, for, we were kind of on, depending on the concert, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of these trends would come out, right? But it's crazy how it just fizzled.
Yes.
Someone dropped something behind me. Oh gosh.
No. And then also we talked about this a long time ago. The food fads of the
Mm-hmm.
90s, like the clear Coke or the clear Pepsi or the blue Pepsi or the
Ugh,
freaking, oh,
yes.
and also like back in the day, I wish these kind of were still around, but maybe they weren't safe, but like the health food snacks, like snack wells,
Oh my
especially if
gosh,
you're someone that
yes.
liked Weight Watchers and stuff. Like I'm a
Mm-hmm.
huge Weight Watcher like person.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, but like those are really useful if if you're on the plan because they were like delicious, but you know, maybe they
That's
had
true
some
because they even
stuff.
had like lean cuisine, smart ones, those type
Smart
of.
ones are gone.
Yeah,
And
completely.
also lean cuisines are still around, but it's totally like kind of revamped. And then also I wish they still had but they had that thing Alestra and it never messed with me,
Hmm.
like it was fine, but like people were having like some issues. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, those were big in the
Mm-hmm.
90s, like all
That's
those kinds of
true.
snacky snacks.
Oh, true. I mean, we used to have, what is it? Well, and that's the thing is like back in the 90s, it was cool because like a Friday night or we'd have a sleepover and it was just, we would have like hella junk food that
Hell
we had to
yeah.
watch with our movies that we were going to watch
Hell
because we were planning to
yeah.
like stay up all night.
Oh, let's have one of those, Neen.
Okay, for real. What do we call it? We call it like Pig
Pig
Fest.
Fest.
Oh
I
God. How
love how we
embarrassing.
both
We could
said
have thought
that
of
at the
we could
same
have thought of a different name, but of
We
course it
called it
was.
Pig Fest plus the year that it took place in Pig Fest 97.
Oh my gosh, we were too
Oh, those were the
much because for real,
days.
because Stephanie had her staple. She had Pringles and Twixes. Was it
Uh-huh.
Twix? You loved a good Twix. Remember? And that, you know what? That was a trend of the 90s. Twix. You had cookies and cream. You had the normal ones, but then
I
they
was
had like peanut
furious.
butter. They had a whole bunch of different
That was blasphemous. That's
things.
almost as blasphemous as the M&Ms. It's either peanuts or regular.
Mm-hmm.
Get the pretzel out of here.
Thank you.
Well, I
That's so
mean,
annoying.
or like coconut, get out.
Ooh, that just infuriates me, quite
Uh-huh.
honestly. I don't like
Well,
that.
how do you feel about the Starbursts that are the different, like
No,
tropical
no,
Starburst?
I don't want it. I
Exactly.
don't want it.
Thank
I want the
you.
original.
Get out.
Yeah, because don't confuse me because it pisses me off if I pick up the wrong bag.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go
Mm-hmm.
there. But another food trend also is like Vienna. Remember
Oh
Viennetta?
my God. Yes. Your dad liked it, right?
He sure did. Oh
Oh,
my
qué
gosh.
rico.
And what's crazy is, hi, mom. I don't know. There's my mom, everyone.
And she talked.
I can't right now.
God.
Um, but Viennetta, they still have that. And Tony and I randomly found it. I don't know where. And I asked him, did you have this? And she was like, no, I've never, no, he said, no, I never had it. I go, oh my God, you have to try a Viennetta cake. Let me just say,
It's
it,
not the
it
same.
tasted like it came from 1991.
Oh, snap.
Awful. Yeah.
Maybe they've had a bunch in the freezer and they're like, whoops, we should sell this from the
Mm-hmm.
90s.
Thank you.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, there's just so many freaking fads because like also we already talked about this in our workout episode, but like the workout fads, you got the Taebo, you got the kickboxing, all
mm-hmm.
that stuff, but step
Yeah.
aerobics
How's that ab roller treating you?
you know what? I am using it. I don't use it every day like I wanted to because I feel like had I started, I would be having a 6-pack right now if I kept it up. But I do like it. And I had
Mm-hmm.
Angel try it because she's got a back, she's gotta be careful with her back. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
actually, this is really good. And I'm like, okay. So it's here and it's not dusty. So
Oh,
I'm very
good.
excited. Yeah.
Sweet. Aw, I love it. See? Yeah. No, but that's true. Like the 90s, like we said, like you just said, it was huge in the 90s, like workout stuff. Like
Yeah.
fads for things like that, the Thigh Master. I mean, all that good stuff. I mean, we were blessed with a lot of things in the 90s.
Oh man.
And
You
like you
know
said
what's
earlier, we could never run out of topics.
no, you can't. There's just it's just and I really want to look up what a Viennetta cake looks like now. Like now, like because I remember, was it an ice cream cake?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It was an ice cream
yes.
cake. Oh my gosh. And I don't know if you remember, I don't know if your mom or maybe your grandma used to have that coffee and it was like in a box.
Oh my God, the fancy coffee.
There's a gnat fly in here. Sorry.
You said that
It
the
went in
other
my
night.
mouth.
Oh my God.
Um, it was like in a tin can.
10. It was like this.
Yes, and it looked like French. They had like vanilla
Yes, that was the fancy coffee. No, it
Vienna.
wasn't Folgers. No, it was let's see, I need to fancy. I could see the commercial.
Yes, because it
Uh
was super popular and actually it was really good. Um,
wasn't it
what was that
oh
called?
international wait. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can see international coffee. Puta, that's gonna we need to figure this out right now.
Yes, coffee of the 90s. Let's see.
Wait a minute, wasn't it Vienna coffee?
Was in it? I thought so. It was the
Yeah.
little tiny tins.
And it was delicious.
Yes, it was because like it was strong, but it was flavorful.
Yeah, we
And you,
had that.
yeah, and you didn't need sugar. And that was like a huge staple of the 90s. It was Vienna, right? Vienna.
Yeah, I want to say it because it was super fancy and the commercials were so fancy, almost
Hmm.
as fancy as Grey Poupon.
The commercials. That's another one. It's
You know,
another trend of the 90s.
seriously, like 90s commercials is an episode we need to do for sure.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Man,
Wait, wasn't
so
it?
many
And then
things.
also like International Maxwell was a brand. Oh my God. I want to say it's Vienna coffee though,
Yeah,
for
is it I
sure.
I know, is it? I'm surprised I don't see um the little coffee like the actual picture when you look it up, which is weird because they still have some of it in. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, here, look. Maybe
Wait,
you already saw this, but
wait, where are you? Oh
right
yeah.
here.
Yes.
Yeah, that little tin. Ah, perfection. It was
Oh
so
my
good.
God, my heart.
Ah,
Oh,
wow.
Neen. Oh my God. Oh, I
Yeah.
feel cozy and nostalgic.
Same here. Yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm
wait, and one
amazed.
more thing. Smoking like in the 90s and 80s were really huge. Like it was
Hmm.
like adults would be smoking in the living room where the kid was playing. It
Oh,
was like
completely. Or
and
going to a restaurant
yeah,
and
or
having the
like
vending machine of
yeah,
the
Joseph Westlake, the
yes,
cigarette
remember?
machine.
Yes.
Remember Benson and Hedges? My mom used to smoke those.
Really? Benson and Hedges. I don't
It was in
remember
the
that.
it was in the green pack. And back when I started smoking, I don't smoke anymore, clean.
Hmm.
But like I remember buying a package of Benson and Hedges because
Oh, that's
my
so funny
mom
because
looked
your mama
so
did it.
glamorous. Yep.
Oh my,
Yeah.
I only remember camels and
Oh,
because on those machines, that's what they always had was like
yeah.
the camel on top
Yeah.
or
And Marlboro
Virginia
Reds.
Slims.
Yeah. And the
Oh man.
Marlboros.
Yes, good old Marlboro. Back in the
Oh,
day when kids could get those if they were
yeah.
pretty, nifty.
Stealthy. Exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
then cars with ashtrays in the handles.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yes. And the lighters.
Oh God, the car lighter.
Uh-huh. I remember Carrie had a car that still had a lighter like that.
Yeah. And
Her
she would,
little escort that she had.
yep. And then she would we would light our
Yes.
stoves with it.
Remember? I remember the little sound she would make when she would
Yes.
smoke. God. Oh my God.
Smoking.
Oh,
I don't miss it,
right?
I promise. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I remember my first cigarette was with you
Oh God, don't say that. You're so pure.
and Jeremy.
Oh my God, I was in love with him.
You're
He
like, oh my
smoked
gosh, to smoke a
Newports.
cigarette with Jeremy.
Oh my God. And then also I got him as a secret Santa and I got him like 5 packs of Newports. He loved me.
Wow. See, you know a way to a man's
I
heart.
sure do.
I swear you're freaking Casanova.
Oh man,
Because look at you and Jason.
oh my God, stop. That
Man, you
was
had balls the size of Texas because I would have been like, I mean, of course I was there. Sorry, my dog, someone's coming home. Um, I mean, I was over there like rooting you on, like, yeah, you could do it. You could do it.
you're adorable.
Oh, stop. Sorry. But, we had a lot of good trends. And actually, I'm going to go look up some more because it's just amazing. Like Hello Kitty, all those gift bags, and that pencil box that you showed on your Instagram the other
Oh
day.
my God, Neen. I
You remember
loved
the
my
flavor of their
Sanrio.
gum?
Yes.
Oh,
And the
stop.
packaging. I'm so
Yes.
glad that Hello Kitty is I mean, look at my AirPods folder. Like, and my coffee mug. Like, hello. Like, I'm
Obsessed.
so happy that
Mm-hmm.
she's here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes my heart happy. Like, I just
Yeah.
brings me back
See,
to that safe place.
I agree because that definitely was a trend with all the different characters, and you
Yeah.
picked which one you liked. And then that was
Yeah.
like, the little wallets that we used to carry our
Oh,
photos from all the dances and everything in there.
yeah. Oh,
And then the
neat.
smell of it, the smell of
Yeah,
the
the plastic.
wow. Whatever happened to Sanrio? It just like dissipated.
It really did. And now, like, if you want to like go get your Sanrio on, I mean, it's everywhere now, like TJ
Hmm.
Maxx and all those places, but like Daiso, I want to go to Japan because I know
Yeah.
Japan is lit AF. And
Oh, I'm
actually,
sure.
one of my good friends and one of my Zumba students, she went to the Philippines and she went
Hmm.
to Thailand
Hmm.
and she brought me back so much Hello Kitty. We're talking a Hello
Wow.
Kitty wall clock that I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put.
Dang,
A
really?
purse, like my Hello Kitty loving heart. I can't wait to like really study it. It is like huge over
Wow.
there. So like
Well, that's impressive. I know. If only can get the nerve to take that long of a flight.
me too.
I know, because I was looking at the Maldives earlier and I was like, I don't
Oh
know. I don't know about that long of a flight,
no, it's too long. It's too long.
right? Because Singapore, my friend's leaving for Singapore today and it's like 16 hours direct. And it's not. I mean, I could maybe do one that's chopped up,
Yeah,
but heavens, if you can get there and get some good ass Hello Kitty merch,
girl.
right? Oh God,
Yeah.
but it's been fun stuff.
It's been amazing, Neen. I love reminiscing on all the stuff that we used to have our hands on. You know what I mean?
Likewise. And you know what? I just want to say I'm so grateful that we are here now and that we were able to experience these trends together and be able to look, this is totally us in the 90s and being like, oh my God, Steph, where are we going to be in 10 years? Or
I
where do you think we're
know.
going to be in 20? And so here we are, eons later,
Yeah.
and we're talking about how life was back then when life was so simple.
We are our mothers because the other day I was
Yes.
jamming on the radio. I was like, "Ooh, this is my song." I was like, "Okay, Vicky," like reminiscing on
Oh,
like high
yes.
school days.
Oh
Like,
my God,
and right
amazing.
now, when you said where we're gonna be in 10 and 20, I'm like, we're gonna be in our 50s and 60s,
Mhm.
and we're gonna still be talking about the
We
90s
are. Oh, we are
forever
because
and
it's
ever.
it's the we hear other people talk about the 80s, the 70s, but you know what? I feel like, and this is not me being biased, but I really feel like the 90s had something special, you know?
Yeah. And that's that we weren't even born in the 90s. And
No.
actually, we have somebody that we could interview on our show that's open
Mhm.
to it. And that's one baby,
Mhm.
Caitlin. She
Oh,
was
that's
born in the
true.
90s. And I was like, really, you'd be down to like come on the show? She's like,
Oh,
heck
I love
yeah.
it.
To talk about like her perspective of actually being born and growing up as
Oh,
a
that's
kid
true
in the
because that's a
90s.
different
A
perspective,
different vibe.
especially, and two, the things that she remembers, things she grew up with,
Yeah.
the cartoons or whatever,
Yeah.
it's completely
Exactly.
different.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. So that'll be
Mhm.
fun.
No, yeah. Okay, Caitlin, it's on because I'm totally down.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
The 90s were the end of an era,
Yeah,
and yeah, it solidified
it really
what
did.
is it? The 20th century.
It did, Neen. You're
Mhm.
not you're just preaching truth right now. It
All
sure
right.
did. Oh,
Yeah. Uh, so
but
amazing,
yeah,
but until next time, I guess.
Yeah, until next time, Neen. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. It's always a
Of course.
pleasure. And
Likewise.
till next time, catch you on the flip side.
Oh yeah. Peace out, buddy.